What's up, everybody? Dan here from nexttoronto.com, your WordPress and internet marketing expert. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about WordPress security. I find that this is an extremely important topic because a lot of web developers just seem to skip over this factor when they're building websites. Now, I've been building websites for over 15 years and I've had the unfortunate experience of getting sites hacked. I've had sites get defaced. I've had sites injected with malicious scripts like phishing files. And if you don't know what a phishing file is, it's essentially a script that tries to compromise personal information like passwords, emails, or even credit card information. So it's important to make sure that your site is secure and up to date. And that leads me to my number one tip, which is make sure that your WordPress version and all your plugins are up to date. A lot of those updates have to do with patching vulnerabilities in the scripts. Remember, WordPress is open source, so anybody can read the code, they can find vulnerabilities and exploit them. Number two is choose a credible hosting company. And the reason why I say this is I've actually had a client in the past whose site was getting hacked, and when we moved it to another hosting company, a much larger and credible hosting company, his site was no longer hacked. So if you're hosting your website with Joe's Basement Hosting, you might want to consider moving it to SiteGround, GoDaddy, or Bluehost, or like one of those multi-million-dollar hosting companies. Number three is install a WordPress security plugin. So in this video, I'm actually going to show you guys my favorite WordPress security plugin. It's the one plugin that I install on all my WordPress websites, and it'll protect your website against brute force attacks, which is essentially somebody that's running a software against your website to try and crack the password. And these softwares have become so sophisticated that they can run 350 billion different combinations a second. And the software also protects against hackers trying to inject malicious scripts into your website. So you can see on my screen I got a fresh new copy of WordPress installed, and we're going to go ahead and install WordFence. It's extremely easy. All we need to do is just go to the plugin library. So on the left-hand menu, just select Plugins and Add New. On the top right, we're going to do a search for WordFence, and it'll be the first option here. So we're going to click on Install Now and Activate. So in previous versions of WordFence, you'd actually have to manually edit the .htaccess file and the .user.ini file, but they've simplified it even further. So all you need to do is just click on the button here that says click here to configure, and it's going to prompt you to download a backup of your .htaccess and your .user.ini file. And once you've successfully downloaded those, you click continue, and boom. So WordFence is installed. Now, I've actually had a client come to me who had a hacked website, and I installed WordFence on his website. I ran a manual scan by selecting Scan underneath the WordFence menu option. And if you click on Start New Scan, it'll go through all the files in your WordPress directory. And if there's any sort of malicious files or anything was tampered with, it'll flag those files, and you can either inspect those files, or if they're not part of WordPress at all, then you could even delete those from your WordFence dashboard. It'll also add a widget on your dashboard that will give you an idea of how many times people tried hacking your website. And it'll show you the top countries that were blocked, the top IPs that were blocked. And after about 2 or 3 weeks, when you see the stats that are in this widget, it's actually pretty shocking. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. So WordFence, if you don't have it on your website, install it. It's really easy and extremely important. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out through my website at www.nexttoronto.com. And please follow me on Twitter at nexttoronto. Take care, guys. Bye.